Thank you for tuning in. This is Prince with Beast Mode Detailing, Grind Time Radio, where we talk about different strategies on how to get you more money in your mobile auto detailing business. Man, it's been kind of crazy this week. So far, it's been 80 degrees, 50 degrees, then 80 degrees, and then now it's like 65 right now, man. So it's been a crazy week for us out here in North Carolina. But I got someone on the phone I think you guys would definitely love to hear from. Good brother, what's your name?
Caleb Taylor, Roll Tide Detailing, out here in Honolulu.
Roll Tide Detailing out there in Honolulu. My man is detailing cars in heaven. Everybody want to go to Honolulu, and that's where you detailing cars, man. How's it been out there?
Hot, man, hot. It just rained last night, so messed up all the cars for me to detail.
I know that's right.
Even if they call me or not.
How long have you been detailing, bro?
I've been detailing, I don't know, as a business I've only been detailing since 2016, but I've been detailing since I was like 16, my own vehicle.
Okay, and that's how most of us start out, man. On our own vehicles that start cleaning it. And what
you don't even realize you're detailing the vehicle, but
don't even realize you're detailing. You're just trying to make it look good for whatever, for the female, for myself,
girl,
for whatever. Right? What made you want to get into detailing, though?
I just don't like a dirty car, man. And then when you detail a car, you get that instant gratification. You know what I'm talking about?
I understand.
So
and that's why you wanted to get into it, just the basic.
So the reason I want to start a detailing business, I like the instant gratification, but I seen a detailing van in my neighborhood, and so I was like, man, what is that? It's a mobile detail. I never seen a mobile detail before until I come out here, and because all I'm used to seeing is like car washes and stuff like that. But then I got on my community Facebook page, and this lady, she's the one that ordered the mobile detailer, and she posted about how much they charged her or whatever and what they did. And they really didn't do nothing, but they charged a whole heck of a lot of money. So I was like, man, I'm finna start doing some detailing out here. So what I did,
detailing, baby.
yeah,
I know that's right, man.
So I did, instead of paying for all this the advertisements or doing all the crazy stuff, I just kept it simple. I got on Vistaprint.com, and I created a poster, but I ain't paid for nothing. So check it out. I created a poster, a little basic ad. And then I screenshot it on my phone, and then I posted it on all the community pages, right? All the Wahoo Buy Selling Trade groups, I'm talking about, I did it all in 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes. And I went back I was at work. I went back on post. I got off work, and then I had when I was on post, let me tell you, when I was on post, my wife told me, she said that nobody was going to trust me to detail a car because, I wouldn't establish business and I had no insurance. So I posted it anyway, and when I got off watch, I had 67 people want to detail from me.
And that's how you do
what? Yeah, and I didn't even touch a buffer before then, because, when I was detailing when I was 16, I just washed and then, vacuumed, just the basic stuff, but I never touched a buffer before my first customer. So after I got my first customer, I said, oh, shit, I gotta go out there and learn how to do a buffer. So I purchased my vehicle, I scratched it up, and I traded my truck in.
Yeah, buddy. The first time I had a buffer, I buffed out my own car. I didn't know what I was doing, man. I just simply, I thought of it like this. I thought of it like, the buffer is like a symbol of my hand. So if I go real slow, I know I can do a really good job. And in the beginning,
because you ain't taking nothing off when you're going fast.
Until I found out how you really should be buffing a car, and the steps that you should be doing it in, and the type of waxes and the different things. What does this and what does that? Because I've seen plenty of guys out there. Here's an example. I went to the barber shop, and I came out. I seen this guy Hood. This guy has a black Camaro, and I seen this guy Hood, and he had swirl, like the rest of the car was fine, but it looked like he was just trying to buff out the hood. And he had swirl heaven, serious swirls everywhere. And I had no choice. I had to ask him, I said, bro, what did you do to this car? And he said, man, I used this stuff. And I asked him, what did you use? And he pulled out the Meguiar's, like the Meguiar's, the kind they selling like AutoZone in the black bottle. It's a compound, though, right? And they said it's supposed to restore And I had to explain to him that, bro, you got to go behind this joint with something. You can't just put it on and expect it to be, glossy. And plus, I mean, you need to do this different sections because if I think it was a Camaro, was it a Camaro or Monte Carlo, one of them. But either way, it was a real long hood, man. And so I charged him $200 to get it out. But
it's like you take steroids. Like I've met people, they take steroids, but they don't go to the gym, but they expect to get big. You know what I'm talking about? You put that compound on there, you got to put something behind it, or it ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that joint is a monster coming off, man. It's a monster coming off. I don't care what kind of compound you get. It's a monster coming off. If it's doing any kind of real good job, and especially as a mobile detailer when you're dealing with the elements, man, if you have to deal with direct sun and different things like that, ultimately, if you got a garage, it'll make you a better detailer, so when you're doing jobs in the garage, man, you're going to be dope because you're not dealing with those kind of elements.
Yeah, you ain't worried about nothing falling onto the paint, getting up under your pads, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you'll be real good to go, man. So let me ask you this, man, since we're on the topic, man, what's your top brand of chemical? What chemical, like the top brand?
For my all my detail or my compounds and stuff, I use Menzerna. That's usually who I stick with because it works for me, and I just buy that because I don't like buying a lot of products that either I'm going to use one time and I don't like it, or you know what I'm saying, that stuff just sit on the shelf.
Yeah. A lot of detailers, they start out experimenting with a lot of different things. So how did you find out that this is the one chemical for me? Did someone tell you that, or you just happened to run across it? How did that happen?
So what I did, man, remember, so earlier I told you I didn't ever touch a buffer before until the night before my first customer. So I actually got on YouTube, man, and that's where I learned all my stuff from. And then so I found a guy named Darren. He's a owner for like 29 years of auto fetish detailing. So I watched a lot of his videos because he does a lot of product reviews, and he's got a website called BestAutoDetailingTips.com, and he puts all the products that he uses. He puts that works for him. He puts a link there so you can go buy them. So that's what I trusted. And then I found this other guy named Larry from Ammo NYC, and that's who I usually follow until I found you, man. And then I've been following you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, good brother. Always appreciate people watching my videos.
You just happened to pop up on the YouTube, man.
Yeah, I hacked into their stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what I did. So, like, and it works. This strategy right here works even on Google. But what you would do is, like, let's assume you're on Google, right? And you have you go to Google and you find out who your top 4 or 5 competitors are, right? And when you're putting in your keywords, you just simply put your competitor keywords in there. So what happens is, let's say your competitor is John Mobile Detailing. When someone types in Google John Mobile Detailing pop up, but you pop up right there with them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did with Ammo. I did that with Fetish and all of the other guys. So sometimes when you play their video, I pop up right there with them. Exactly what I did. So, so you top brand. All right, so the next question was going to be, how'd you find us? So obviously you found us on YouTube, and how has hard work helped you in detailing?
Hard work, man. I was raised, to be a hard worker, work ethic. My dad he didn't ever believe in watching a lot of TV, so he was always outside working. My grandpa, he always has outside working, so it's always in my blood, you know what I'm saying? So, but hard work goes a long way with a customer, because they don't know exactly how much work you put into it, but they can, they know that by looking at their car, that they're like, and you see it in their eyes, they're like, wow, man, I didn't know that. I didn't know it could look like that. It looks better than than when I bought it at the dealership. But it goes a long way, man. And then it's not about, because there's a lot of detailers out here in Hawaii, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about that, because there could be a lot of detailers out here, but they're doing shitty work. It's about the quality of work you do and the customers that come back.
Yeah, every single time. I think if you put more into the actual work, if you're a detailer, detail the daggone car, man. Like, don't just do it just for the money. Do it just to better yourself, right?
Yeah, because it's your
Without
reputation,
a
it's your
doubt,
name on your
all the
business.
customers will call you right back. They have no choice because you're going to outwork everybody in Hawaii, bruh.
Yeah. I'm going.
They have no choice but to call you back. Because even if they call, let's say my man got a special for like, I'm doing full details for $20, right? And he get out there and he do a garbage job. They ain't going to do nothing but call you. And they'd rather pay you extra.
Yeah. Yeah, because then I got to go fix his stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to charge him.
And you got to go behind this dude.
Yeah.
But I appreciate him, though.
Yeah, no crap, man. I tell you, I got a guy that called me right before I went to work, day before yesterday, and it was a GFC Sierra, and he didn't tell me, like, I asked him, you know, I was like, he said he got to ship it, or he's got to get it clean before he ships it off because he's in the military, he's going to the mainland. So I said, all right, man, I said, you got any water spots, you know, any dog hair inside, you know, stuff that's going to take a while. He's like, no, man, it just needs a regular wash. And I was like, all right, man. So when he dropped it off, he's supposed to drop it off 2 hours before, or 2 hours, an hour before he actually dropped it off. And so I actually had an hour, and then man, when I got that car or that truck, man, that thing was it. I couldn't even see the paint, dude. It looked white. The truck was actually black, but it looked white. All the water spots, man. So I had an hour to take it off. Oh my goodness, dude. I ended up charging $300, but he gave me a $75 tip.
I know that's right. Hey, that's good for 1 hour work, baby. 1 hour work, $100. That's the benefits of living in Hawaii. I was thinking earlier. I was like, if there was any place outside of North Carolina that I would want to live to do detailing, and that's what's cool about detailing, mobile detailing. You can do this anywhere on the planet, right? But I was thinking, well, I want to go to California, and you know, if I was in California, I'd be killing it. And then I thought, if I was down in Miami, I'd be killing it. And then I heard you was like, I'm in Honolulu. I said, boy, if I was in Honolulu, I probably wouldn't get no work done, bro.
I know.
I'd be on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, see, I'm from Alabama. I'm not a really city person, man. But I do go to the beach every now and then because I got a wife and a son that like it, so I suck it up and go. But man, when I first started my business, you can ask my wife, dude. She hated me at that time because I was always detailing cars. That's what you got to do when you start a business, man. It's not gonna grow unless you put the work into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and
my little son, I got him out there helping me. He may wash on one tire, but he'll wash that damn thing for 6-8 hours, dude. However long I'm out there. So I never miss any time with him.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I know. In the beginning, just like, and even now, man, I stay extremely busy, and now I try and schedule time, for my family and not for my friends. I don't hang out. Like, I do not hang out. I don't feel comfortable because I'm doing what I love to do already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me hanging out, me doing what I love to do every single day, man, it's like living a dream. It's like living a dream. Yeah. You have no choice but to go up top because I'm not doing it just for money. I'm doing it for the simple love of it, for the passion that I have for it. So that's what really helped me out, man. What's your number one goal in detailing?
Number one goal? I want to be the person, I want to be the detailer that people are like, oh, man. Like, anytime they see another person needs a detail or something messed up, they got a big old scratch or, something like that, like, I'm the detailer that comes out of their mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want my reputation to be. And I don't want to have a bad reputation where don't go to him and he's going to charge you out the ass and he's going to fuck up your shit or he's not going to do what he says he's going to do, you know what I'm saying? I want to be the detailer that keeps his word and, good customer service. Connect with the customer. Yeah,
it was a guy on my he had hit one of my videos. He said I was talking about valet detailing or something like that, and he was like, bro, you shouldn't do that. That means you don't have any integrity, right? Then I knew that homie don't know what integrity is, right? And to give a breakdown of what really integrity is doing what's right even though no one is watching you. You know, and there's a lot of times where you're out there detailing the cars, and the customer might have to go and trust you and have to pay you before you leave and trust that you're going to do a good job, right?
Yep.
And if those are the customers that you want when you're trying to get a personal contract with someone. Those are the customers that you want because they're going to pay, and they don't have to look at the car. They just know that you're going to do a good job. But if you don't do a good job or you cut corners because you already got paid for it, you ain't got no integrity.
No,
that's messed up.
And you already took the money. You did a half-ass job.
Yeah, just because you got the money up front, and that's
changes
messed up.
People, it changes real people. Some people's mindset.
Even here, man, during Christmas time, we sell a lot of gift certificates, right? And I noticed that at the end of, let's say in January when people start cashing in those gift certificates, I know it's going to be a detailer here that I'm going to have to fire because he didn't go out and do what he said he was going to do, right? He got the money.
Yeah.
So I got to refund the customer back his money, so that's going into my pocket and taking out the food in my family house, right? And this guy's out there doing what, but I mean, the people like that, they don't really go far. They don't go far in life.
They bounce around job to job.
Will always replenish. No big deal, bro. We got you. Boom.
Yeah. I've been there, man. When I hired those, because I had that 4 people. I think I told you yesterday. I had 4 people working for me, man. And they didn't show up for the first car. I got them. So, and then when they did show, the other 2, they did a car, and then one dude he shampooed somebody's carpet, this lady's carpet. And he already got paid for it. And I was helping him out because he had just moved to Hawaii. He had 3 kids, 1 on the way, and he had a wife with no job, and it's expensive in Hawaii, right? And he didn't have another job because he just got here. So I was letting him keep 75% of the money, man.
Oh.
And I was getting him the car. He was using my stuff, everything, right? And so he went in the shampoo that lady's carpet. It's just an interior detail. And then he left her carpet soaking wet, right?
Oh.
And he left, and then he already had the money. And then she called me. She's like, "Is this seriously how you running a detailing business?" I said, and then she said, "You guys suck." And I was like, so I had to go over there, either give her money back, or I had to do it myself, which I did it myself because I ain't trying to get no money back. But I didn't even have the money anyway. But I wanted to give her a good detail so she would know that I was keeping my word because I'm the name of the business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, bro, coming up, man, I've always, one of my biggest goals is to create the greatest detailing company that the universe have ever seen, the biggest, baddest detailing company the universe has ever seen. And coming up with that kind of mentality, when I started hiring people, I would send them out to certain jobs, and they would just do a bad job because at that time I was paying them every week, right? They'll go out there and just do a bad job. So I got some bad reviews on me and stuff like that. And it kind of, it makes you feel bad, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't, as a mobile detailer, I can't go out there and manage everybody, But at the very end of it, what it did teach me is that, okay, everyone needs to have their own checklist on how to do it, right? And if they have that checklist, and I know that at the end of this checklist, if you checked everything off, then that car should look identical just like I detailed it, right?
Yep.
And then that helped me out as I kept going on and on and on. And so many other things, man. So many other things. I had a guy, I don't want to call his name. I had a guy, he worked for me. And this guy would have every excuse every other day why not to go do this car, right? And every time he had an excuse, what I would do was plug that excuse with how you can do it, right? In other words, it was like this. He said, I don't have enough gas to go to XYZ, right? Right. I don't want to take my car. My car is kind of acting funny. I need to take it in. So what I did, I said, okay, I'm going to go rent a car, right? Put you in there. Boom, go. Then he was like, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, he just kept coming up with excuses, and I kept plugging them in. And at the time, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. But what I learned is that at the end of his excuse, at the very end, he just ended up quitting. Right, because there was no way he couldn't dodge what I was doing. So at the very end, he ended up quitting. But by that time, I had built something that no one had ever seen before. Right now, at that time, we was able to go 300 miles to do a detail in North Carolina with eco-friendly cars. Right, we put our stuff real small. We compact it real small, and that's how we've been doing it ever since. But now with the eco-friendly cars, I contract now. I don't deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
But You know, that what I was doing. But it really helped me out that the stuff that you go through ultimately is for your good. It's for your good.
Yeah.
As long as you keep going forward, as long as you keep pressing forward, it's for your good. Because now you know not to hire that guy again, right? You know not to hire anybody that's like him. I got
I know it,
stories.
man.
I remember I was detailing this carpet. I had this carpet company contract. And I hired some guys to come out there and help me do it. And I get out there, man, and I'm saying like we get there at 9 o'clock. It's now like 11 o'clock, and this guy's screaming, you know, I need some water, right? And I understand it's hot out there. I understand, but I didn't need any water, right? And I was real young at the time. I was probably like 21, 22, and I told the dude, I said, man, what if we was in a war, man? You can't just stop and go get water.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And he's like, well, we ain't in no war. We watching golf, man. And I was like, yo, well, whatever, man. I said, if you leave here and go get some water, man, just keep going.
Yeah, just don't even come back.
You said, well, go ahead and pay me. And I said, I ain't paying you nothing, bro.
Didn't even finish the job.
You ain't finished the job, bro. I ain't paying you nothing. I said, what you going to do? Exactly. You going to beat me up? Come on there. No, just finish the job, man, and I pay you. You know what I'm saying? Do what you say you're going to do, and then just do it.
Yeah.
Just do what you say you're going to do.
Water.
That's it.
But,
I could have gave that man a bottle of water, though. That was kind of messed up with my head, right? But still, do what you're supposed to do, man. You said you was going to come out, and I mean, like, bro, we talking like 30 vans, man. We was down to like maybe the last 10. We could have knocked out those 10 and went home for the rest of the day. You could have went home and drunk as much water as you want with money in your pocket.
Yeah. And then didn't even have to come back or worry about going back to detail more cars after that water.
No more, man.
You know what I don't understand, man? I don't understand, like, when people, okay, America, man, right? All these people, they always complain about they ain't got no job, they ain't no jobs, whatever, man. But then you give them a job, right? And then they don't want to fucking work.
They don't want to work.
It's just, America's just lazy, man. I'm talking about these people I just don't understand people, man. Give them a damn job, they don't want to work. It ain't that they ain't no jobs, it's just people just lazy and they don't want to work, man. They're just lazy.
Yeah. And every now, like when I do like my hiring process, man, I normally hire about, let's say I'm gonna hire about 5 guys, but I'm only gonna keep 1. The other 4 fire themselves.
Yeah, process elimination, dude.
Yeah, they'll fire themselves. They won't show up. They come in late. It's so many different things, man. You come to work smelling like weed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you totally messing up my grind.
Yeah. And then you gotta stop and worry about that, dude.
What's even worse about that, like, you know, I'm pushing and pumping in so much work that, like, I don't have a choice but to send my man out because I don't have any more help, right? Yeah. I don't have no more help. But as soon as I send him out, I'm online and I'm trying to find more help because I'm gonna get rid of this guy as soon as possible.
Yeah. I heard that, man.
So I don't even,
right now, I don't even have. I'm just doing it myself because I don't even want to deal with anybody right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Cause I just bust out myself. I ain't got to worry about no bitching, no complaining. I just do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I just go out there and I just do it.
But you said one of the guys that you hired had like a wife and kid, right?
Yeah. So when I hire people, when I look for people to hire, I usually look for people that's desperate and got a family because usually they're hard workers.
Usually
they're hard workers. That's why I hired that guy, and I wanted to give him a chance because he didn't have no job and he had 3 kids, one on the way and it's expensive out here. So that's what I look for. I look for like a desperate dude that has a family, doesn't have a job, and needs a job because he'll bust his ass and have good work ethic because he has to feed his family. So that's what I usually look for. So, but it's hard to find help, man, like good help.
Yeah, it's hard to find it. That's why I went from hiring guys for my company to contracting guys. So these guys already have their mobile detailing set up. I just tell them that you need to detail the car the way I want it detailed, right? And I pay them the same day. That works good for me right now. It's not the best though. It's not the best. Because as a contractor, they can say, well, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you send them okay, you got somebody, they get a $500 day, they think they rich. They want to take tomorrow off.
Yeah.
I want to go to the beach in Honolulu.
Like that $500 gonna last them all their life.
All that time, like, come on, man. And again, we're talking about people that got kids.
Yeah.
They got family. Like child support looking for you.
Yeah.
You got the nerve to not even want to come in.
No, because they ain't got enough to pay the damn child support. Yeah.
All right, so what has been the best way of advertisement that you've used that worked for you?
Oh man, dude, I advertise everywhere. And when I say like everywhere I go, dude, I don't care who you are. Man, I think I told you yesterday, man, when I ain't got a car and I feel like detailing, you know, like late at night, my wife and my son's asleep or, you know, whatever, nobody's home, I'll just go down my street, find me the dirtiest car. Usually I find the dirtiest car because that's when the owner's going to notice the most, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'll go down, I'll find me the dirtiest car, dude, and I'll detail that damn thing, and then I'll leave my business card and the invoice on there.
That's beast mode. Do they pay it?
Yep, they pay it.
Dang.
Okay. But, I mean, cause now, I mean, when I first started, like when I told you the night before I first started, when I use a buffer, I didn't do that at the time, but now that I know what I'm doing, I know that I'm not going to mess up their car. And if I do scratch their car, like if I do a wordless wash or whatever, I can take it off, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that. I can buff it out. You know what I'm saying? But on my street though, I'll hook up to their water, man. I'll use their power when they just all sleeping, dude. They don't even know. They just come outside and their car's clean, dude. Just sparkling.
And that's how you do it, man. If you a detailer, man, go detail some cars. You ain't got no car to detail, just find a dirty car.
Ain't no excuse for it. Just go detail a car, dude.
Go detail it.
I got this guy.
If anything, you get practice.
My neighbor. Okay. Oh yeah, you said if anything, yeah, you get practice. I got this guy, my neighbor, man. He moved out here about the same time I did, and he's in I think he's in the Army. Anyway, he's E4 in the Army, and you know what FanDuel is?
No.
But it's like the fantasy sports, whatever. So anyway, he was in a tournament, the fantasy sports, whatever. He was in a tournament, and he won third place prize winner, and that was $1 million prize, right?
What?
He went and bought $1 million. He said he kept like $738,000 of it after all the taxes were taken out. Anyway, he had a piece of crap Chrysler. I think it was a Chrysler. But like a couple days after, you know, he got his money and everything, I didn't know he won that time. And I come home and this dude had a Mercedes CG 63 AMG twin turbo, all black, you know, nice car. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I said, I know that ain't no damn rental car. And this is 2 houses down from me. And then I was like, okay, so I let that go. And then his wife is an RN. She's a nurse. And they only had one car at a time. And she come home with a brand new 2016 Layered Edition F-150. I was like, damn. So I finally went and talked to him. I was like, hey, man. I said, what's going on, man? I know you didn't get these out Toro or whatever. This ain't no rental car. And he told me the story. And, dude, the first time I walked down the street and detailed a random car, that dude been giving me the runaround the whole time about detailing his car. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to call you. Yeah, man, next week. And he just kept leading me on, right? So that's the first car I just went out and did. And I left my business card. And so I let him know that it was me that detailed his car. And I told him this is how much you owe me. And then he paid me though. And that was an expensive-ass car. That's a $100,000 car right there.
That's detailing gangster, baby. Gangster.
You got to go do it, man. You don't let nobody run over you. You just go do it. They can't, I mean, they can't say no. Once you start talking to them, they're not going to say no because, hey, man, the other day, it was about a month ago, I went up to Cocoa Head. It's like the rich part of the island. All the rich people stay. I told my wife the night before, I said, I'm going to go up there. I ain't got a car tomorrow, so me and my son's going to ride up there, and we're just going to, if I see somebody standing in their yard and the car out, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to detail that car. That's what I did, man. I went up there to Cocoa Head, rich people. I seen this lady standing in the yard. And she had a little red bug and it had water spots all over it. And kind of found out she was the owner was going to be there in an hour. She was going to sell it, or trying to sell it. And I said, hey, you trying to sell this car? And she's like, yeah, the owner's on the way, whatever. It'll be an hour. I said, I can get it looking a lot more shinier than this, get all the nasty water spots, make the car look ugly. I can get all that off for you right quick before they even get here. She's like, you can? I was like, yeah, I can. I said, I'll show you a test spot right now. I just started doing it. I had all my details, so I just started doing it. And I showed her a test spot. It's probably like a 2x2 area. And then I said, see, I can get it looking like this before the owners even get here. She said, okay. And then I did it. And then $250 right there.
Whoa.
Right there.
Whoa. Whoa. And
you gotta wait for
most
the customer
guys
to come
do,
to you,
man,
it goes
if they don't
down.
have any work, they playing Xbox. They playing
man, I tell you what, dude, I didn't know what an Xbox was until I joined the Navy, dude. I didn't know what a Wii was until I joined the Navy. I said, what are y'all doing here, man? During your spare time? I just got to the ship, and I was like, oh, we just go in this classroom and play Xbox. I said, what in the hell is an Xbox, dude? I didn't play video games. I still don't play video games. I don't let my son play video games either. So that shit makes you lazy and fucking fat,
man. But I schedule the time where I'm gonna play them, and if I'm playing hard. Like those 2 hours that I schedule, I'm playing hard for 2 hours. But after that, it's back to the grind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you already got that work ethic built into you. I'm talking about like kids, man. Like parents just let their kids just play video games all damn day long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit they don't build no work ethic. They don't know how to work, man. They just lazy. They just stay in the house all damn day. They don't go outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was young, man, I Xboxes when I was younger. We had like Nintendo, but that's about it. But either way, we went outside, we played ball, we chased girls. I mean, we had fun outside.
Yeah.
Now in my neighborhood, like you don't see, like in the morning I walk my kids to the bus stop. When we get to the bus stop, we play football at the bus stop, and it has to be at least 300 kids in my neighborhood. But if you go outside, let's say on a Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, you go outside and look, nobody's there. There's
like
no
a damn
kids
ghost town
at all.
Yeah, it's sad, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of times it's usually the parents. Like kids, they naturally want to go outside, like little kids. You know what I'm saying? But then their parents don't want to take them outside, and nowadays you can't just let a kid go out in the yard and play because then many damn pedophiles and shit out here. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So and the parents they don't want to go outside and play with them. So then they're like, oh, I just play my video game all damn day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy,
waste
man.
time.
And
what happens is that little guy grows up to be an adult. That's what he does.
Yep, and then he's socially awkward.
But even in that, man, when it comes down to making money, nowadays you can make money playing video games.
Yeah, you're right.
But you still got to grind, though.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
Still got to have that drive, man.
You got to, right? A lot of detailers, even ones that I've spoken to, they want some sort of easy, quick fix, right? They don't want to get out there and hustle. Like what you do, you get up and I ain't got no cars. I'm just gonna go over here and start cleaning the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. And I think that every time you do that, man, God is on your side, regardless. At least you're doing something besides just sitting there praying and hoping that phone rings.
Yeah, I'll be waiting on
Taking
initiative.
No. And that's what a lot of guys need in the auto detailing industry, man. They need that hustle. They need that grind. They need to take initiative to go out
and a lot of people
get money, man, because it's a whole planet full of dirty cars, man. If you got the right price, the person's gonna pay you, and you can detail that car, but they got to know that you do it.
Yeah. And because the customer, man, they're real sensitive. If you what I found out over here in Honolulu, all the rich people, they're real stingy. You know, I mean that's how obviously they're rich because they know how to keep the money. But anyway, they're stingy, and they're the most sensitive. So if you charge them, they'll agree on the price. But if they find one little thing you messed up, I mean they're going to debate the shit out of it. So it's important that you pay attention to detail. I mean you're a detailer, so you got to have that detailer's eye, man. And then so you really got to do it, man. because they're gonna notice.
Yeah, yeah. Because one thing for sure, if they're going behind you, checking your stuff, one thing it could be is that I feel like in their heart they probably feel like this guy's cheating me.
Yeah.
Because rich people get, would you agree? Rich people get overcharged for stuff all the time. Would you agree?
All the time, yeah.
All the time. So
Yep.
they're always on their toes when it comes to prices and different things like that. You know.
Yep.
But one way that I've learned to get over it is if I know this guy got money and I offer him a package and I break down to him, this is what you're going to get for this package, right? And then I go above and beyond what I originally told him I was going to do, right?
Yep.
So that there's no complaint.
You always got to do that.
All he can say is, I should have paid you more.
Yeah. Or they give you that big tip.
Oh yeah, or that big tip.
And then, hey, on top of that, you know what's better than money to me? Like that big tip. If they just when you do a good job, a customer, man, a word of mouth is so fast. Like, it travels so fast, dude. And they're gonna they're gonna tell their friends, and they're gonna go get the car detailed, and then they're gonna tell their friends, and they're gonna tell their friends. Man, it just keeps going. I got referring customers from people that I detailed when I first started, man. I was like, who referred you? Because I give them a discount. I was like, who referred you? And they were like, this person. And I had to go back in my phone and look the people up because I don't remember them, you know what I'm saying? Because they already moved off the island and stuff.
Yeah, there's some customers out there, man. It's like they own your payroll, man. They'll go, if you did a good job for them, they'll tell everybody about you for free.
Yeah.
I know this guy. He did a great job.
Yeah. You're right, man.
And that's one of the reasons why we got it's not a referral program what we do here. It's more we put like what we call group bookings, right? So and I teach how to do this in a mentoring program. Basically, when you detail a car, let's say at a corporate building, then what you want to do is do your best to get a corporate contract with that particular building, right? Where you're doing 10 or more vehicles every time you come out there. And I'm not saying going out there. Like, I know a lot of guys that kind of do it, but they're doing car washing. When we do our group bookings, we're doing full details on each and every one of those cars. And the most that we have done at one time was like 90 full details. Took us like 2 or 3 weeks to do it.
Yeah, that's a lot of cars, though.
That's a lot of cars, bro.
But it's a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's a lot of money, bro. Yeah. And so the way they had it set up is, and you never know who call you detailing, man. So it was a guy. He called me, and I detailed his car. It wasn't like a real fancy car. I think it was like an Acura or something like that, right? Detailed his car, and again, I'm going above and beyond what I told you I'm gonna do, right? And when I finished, he was like, "Well, I'm the owner of this company right here, and what I would like to do at the end of this year is get a bunch of people to get their car clean, and I'll pay for it through the company." Right, and at the time I was like, okay, cool, whatever, because customers tell you stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? If it does, it does. If you don't matter. I'm still gonna do these calls, right? So he ended up calling me, man, and that's when we ended up going out there and doing. I think the first time we did 75. The second time he had hired some people, and so we ended up doing 90 cars.
Dang.
90 cars, bro. And like when I'm talking like fat, like I don't accept checks, right? But I accept those checks. Right, because we getting paid every single day, right? When we go out there, and I'm talking like the checks is 1,000 and above.
Yeah, you
every single day, bro. Loved it, right? Yeah. Got to get a lot of help. Got to make sure your help is on point, though. Got to make sure your help is on point.
Yep.
That's the only thing, man. Because you lose a freaking $15,000 contract, man. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah, that make you cry right there, dude.
Make you want to shoot somebody.
Hell yeah. That hits nerves. Yeah, that hits those type of nerves right there.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Yo, let me ask you this, man. Being that you in Honolulu, man, what kind of, I know the details want to know, man. Do you do high-end detailing or low-end detailing, or you do kind of both?
When I first started, as a business, this is what I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known that no matter no matter like where you're at, right? You want to always look at your competitors' prices, because if their prices is where they are, then it's working for them, right? So you don't want to charge cheap as fuck, because you're gonna look like the cheap dude, right? And I mean, they're gonna come to you, but they're gonna I'm talking about, they're gonna pull these cars out of the damn sewer, man. I'm talking about the cars, nasty ass cars, gonna come from everywhere, and it's gonna take you so much time to detail these cars, and you're getting so little money. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I would have known that don't set your prices that low, because when you do that, I mean, you're doing a lot of work for little money. But on top of that, when you do got a referring customer, because you're going to do a good job for all your first customer, you know when you first start, you don't want no bad reviews to begin with, and it's so hard to make that jump. You know what I'm saying? To go, because I did a full detail for $75, right? Because I thought I was just getting clients, right? But it was stupid. But and then reoccurring customers that come back, and they're like, oh, why don't your price jump from 75 to 150? I'm like, because I ain't working for free. That's what I want to tell them. But they're like, well, you did it, 3 months ago for $75.
Yeah.
And I just I was dumb back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But so that's what I wish I would have known. But so now I pick and choose my cars usually. Reoccurring customers, I do their cars still, and they have been paying me my new prices, because I just won't do it, man. It ain't worth my time anymore. I got a family. I said it costs money to drive to you. It costs money for these products. I'm losing money. You know what I'm saying? If I do it for the price I used to do it. And then so I still do theirs, but I know how the car is already. I already took care of it. I've been taking care of it for a while, so I know it ain't that bad. So anyway. So I'll go to rich neighborhoods or malls, and I'll see, high-end cars. I'll put a card on there. They call me. They won't call me, whatever. But I usually try to keep it in the middle, because like I told you earlier, rich people, they're real sensitive around here. Because I don't like hearing no complaining. I don't want to deal with none of that. Because I actually come out of a Safeway. I think it was Safeway, and this dude asked me. He said, I had my magnets on the side of my truck. He's like, you do detailing? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, can you detail my car? I said, yeah, let me take a look at it. I said, you got it here, the one you want to detail? He said, yeah, it's right around the corner. This dude had a Lamborghini, right? Yellow Lamborghini. Right. I think it's on my page. I'm not sure. And you couldn't even tell the damn thing was dirty, right? So, but it was right when I first started, so it was my first high-end car. Expensive car, and I had no insurance, no nothing, so I was real careful. That car, I didn't see hardly any dirt on it, but it took me like an hour and a half. So, and then he complained about the price. I only charged him $100. I said, man, this dude can afford it. He's got a Lamborghini. $100 ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, $100. He bitched and complained about it. So I was like, man, he's rich people. But then you go to a medium, somebody drives like an Acura or something, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be $250 to detail this car. They're like, okay, cool, just get it done. You know what I'm saying? So I usually stay in the middle. But you can never judge it like. You see an Acura, that could be like a CEO of a company, so you never can tell whose car you detail.
You never can tell.
Just like you said earlier.
Never can tell. I remember detailing this lady. I was in a neighborhood. It wasn't like it ain't like Honolulu mega rich like that, but it was a decent neighborhood, right? This lady had a nice BMW. So I detailed a BMW right there in the parking lot. The guy right across the street got this Porsche 911, right? And he seen me detail the car and detail her BMW, and he came over to talk to me, and he was like, la 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 la. And then I seen the tow truck bringing his Porsche in, right? And he asked me, how much would you charge to, detail the Porsche? I didn't go there and look at it. I just said, it's $225, right? He said, all right, well, let me get your card. I gave him my card. I haven't heard from him since, right? I haven't heard from him since, but I think that it was like I don't know exactly what it was, man. I stay busy. I don't care what kind of car it is. The prices is the prices. And I'm willing to give deals out, right? As long as we going into a personal contract or something, I'm willing to do deals, right? Yeah. So if I'm short on money and I need to make some cash, I'll do a deal with you, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Because you're getting that money. You sign that contract, you're getting that money every month.
I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a Porsche, Lamborghini, Honda, freaking Beetle. I don't care what it is. I don't care.
When I said I stay in the medium cars, that don't mean I don't take the dirty ass cars, but I'm gonna charge them, the appropriate price now because I'm not, I learned from all the, from the beginning. So, and what I learned too that I wish I would have known when I first started is the money is in the follow-ups, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt.
Man, if I remind them that I handed them their business card, I say, hey, man, if you ain't gonna use that business card, give it back because that shit costs money. That's what I tell them. Dude. I said, if you're gonna keep my business card and not call me, take a picture of that shit, put it in your phone, and give me my business card back. I'll give it to somebody who's gonna use it. That's what I tell them. I don't care.
I got like when I was going out detailing, I would have like I got clear business cards, right? And these ones are expensive to make, right? They're expensive. And then I just got some paper business cards. So, and somebody see me and I might have on my detailing beast shirt or something like that. And they say, oh, you detail, can I get a card from you? And I see what kind of car they drive, they get the paper. But if I see a car and it's like, a very nice luxurious car, I'm giving you the clear one.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
I gotta give it to them. I gotta give them something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I work, man.
I'll give them that business card, boy. If I see if I see them again, it's been like 2 weeks. They ain't called me to even ask me a question.
Back, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, give me that shit back, man. You ain't using that.
You ain't using this, man. Give my business card back.
I mean, business cards. You order from Vistaprint, they're like $40-$50. You order 500, whatever, 100, whatever. Yeah. I don't know however many you order, but it ain't. I mean, that ain't expensive, but the shipping out here, when shipping costs more than what you're buying, because Honolulu, man, you be paying for shipping, dude. I'm telling you, you be paying.
Yeah, I can understand.
I be waiting for other people to be ordering some shit, and I be like, hey, man, let me add to your order. I just give you the money. You know what I'm saying? I be combining myself.
They calling us hard, baby. We gonna group this shipping together, bro.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We order this shit together.
I got you on that one, bro. Hey, let me ask you this, man. How is what's the winters like out there in Honolulu, man? You guys get snow up. I mean, how's the winter?
There ain't no winter out here, man. It's hot. Now, I mean, okay, when they say it's wintertime out here, at nighttime it gets like it's chilly to me because I haven't had a climate change in going on 8 years. Because I was in San Diego, California before I was in Hawaii. But so it gets around like in the 70s. So it's kind of it's chilly for us. So we're used to hot as hell. But it ain't nothing like Alabama though. Because there's a little bit like 30% humidity here. But Alabama, man, as soon as you walk down the steps, man, you be sweating. You be sticky. You be sweating your ass off. But yeah, that's how the winters is, man. I mean, during the day it feels the same to me, but at nighttime it gets a little cooler.
Okay, but you don't have like no hard. Like I know detailers in Canada, bro, and they say our winters are like 9 months strong.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I ain't moving to Canada.
No, I would never, ever move to Canada.
I mean, being from Alabama, I only like the snow, dude. I don't like the snow. I don't like the snow either. Shit. I don't like being cold.
I don't like being cold either. The other day, temperature had dropped out here, man. It must have been like 50 degrees. I don't know where it came from. It was on I think it was like, what's today? Wednesday. It was on like Monday. The temperature dropped, bam. And I'm wearing coats and stuff, trying to stay warm during technically it's still summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so North Carolina is kind of like that. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, being where we sit at, man. But let me ask you this. I got a couple more questions. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Go ahead.
Huh?
No, you saying something?
Oh yeah, I was like, it's like one of those Cat Williams videos. He said, I think he was in Washington D.C. He said, I don't know what to wear. I was in my hotel room. I don't know what to wear in this bit. I had on a fur coat, an umbrella, swimming shorts, and some flip flops.
Yeah, that's what it's like, bro. Because you don't know what the weather gonna be like from day to day, especially in the winter times. In the winter times in North Carolina, it might snow on Monday, and it might be like 7 degrees on Wednesday. That's just how it is, and I love it, though. I love it. I love that it snows and then it goes away. It snows and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Man, what's the busiest season out there for you, being that you don't have a winter?
So the thing about Hawaii is, man, people, it's a lot. Like I would say, like 85% of this island is military people, right? And I'm in the military too, as of right now, for another year. So I got access to base. I don't need no special pass. And I work at a military facility. So, when I do a military person's car, they're going to go back to their command, and they're going to tell all their friends, right? So when people leave here, in order to get your car shipped, you got to get it clean. You got to get it detailed. You can't, and you know, like you got to have a fourth of a tank of gas. There's a checklist you got to go by. So
really?
Every time,
and detail is on there.
Yeah.
Dang.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when they tell me about, like, when they say, "Oh man, we got to ship a car, we're finna leave," so they remember that their friend had told me that, "Hey man, I got my car detailed by him." So that's where I get most of my business, and it stays year round because people constantly coming in and leaving, coming in and leaving, like PCS and out. So, I mean, I can get a car anytime I want. Put it that way. I don't never. I
That's
mean,
good.
I
So
can get
for
a car
you guys
any day,
who live near military bases, you better figure out a way to get on those bases and put your cards out there and your flyers, so you can get those cars coming in and out.
Dude. Military people.
Okay, let me ask you this, man, because I know someone is listening and they're wondering. You know, being that I'm not in the military, okay? I'm not in the military, but I like to get some work on a military basis. What would be the first step that I would do? How can I get work on there?
You can go. There should be a visitor center somewhere. You can go get a visitor's pass, and or I mean, you can go do it by yourself. You'll have to hand in. You have to show them your license, your registration, you know, your proof of insurance, all the whole shebang. And they'll write all that stuff down, and they'll hand you stuff back, and they'll give you a pass, 1-day pass, whatever. Or you can either do it by yourself, or the military person can come with you and do it to just verify that you are doing what you say you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And they might search your vehicle, make sure you ain't got no stuff you ain't supposed to have, and I mean, they'll check you out, and most of the time, 95% of the time, they'll let you on base.
Okay.
Unless it's like a secret, unless it's like a classified base, some weird stuff. But you shouldn't have no problem getting a visitor pass to go on base.
Okay, and so once I get on base, man, let's say I just walked through the gate, I'm on base, man. I got a pocket full of business cards. I got some flyers in the truck, man. What would be your next suggestion for me to go to at that point?
Just put them on don't put them on the windshield. Okay. Ain't nobody like getting out of the vehicle and then getting the damn card out the windshield. Okay. So I put it in the handle, dude. That's where I put it.
Okay.
Right, because right when they reach for that door handle, because they might be dark when they come to the car. They might not see it on their window, their side window, like tucked in there. So I put it right on the handle, just stick it right in the little groove. And as soon as they grab the damn handle, they're going to hit it. They're going to know it's there. And so they're going to grab it. And they're going to put it right there in the cup holder. And then they're like, damn, my car is dirty. And it's going to be hot as hell outside. And they're like, I ain't trying to do this shit. And then they're going to call me. And then posters.
As long as you've been on base, have you seen any other detailers doing what you're doing on base?
Yeah, like I said earlier, man, there's a lot of, I mean, there's some military people that detail cars out here, but it's not about how many, it's about the quality of work, your work ethic and how you treat the customers. Every time I do a car, I always give them pointers on how to upkeep it, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't gotta pay for like little stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, so that's how I keep, customers coming back to me. And yeah, there's other detailers on base, but that once they figure out, once they try me out, you know what I'm saying, and they get referred to me, they'll always, they'll try somebody out, especially if they're not getting that same quality that their friends are describing me as, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right. And I remember what you're saying is so true when it comes down to educating the customer. I remember I did this pastor car here in North Carolina. I didn't know he was a pastor at the time. I'm just doing what I do, right? And at the end of the detail, I went over the car, let him know, here's the little problems and stuff like that. But here's what you need. I gave him a spray bottle. I said, make sure you put this on your windows at least once or twice, a month, just to keep the water spots off, and spray this on the rims and do this, da-da-da-da. Here, this is yours. You can have that, right? And so I'll put this in the box and put it in the back, so when you got to use it, you just use it like that, right? Not knowing that he was a pastor of this great big church. And then when it came down to do a fundraiser, guess who we called?
You.
Yeah, without a doubt. And we go out there and we do like 50 to 60, between 50, I think we did anywhere between 50 and 75 cars that day.
Yeah.
So
another little tip
definitely want to educate your customers at the end of the detail.
Yeah, they really appreciate that, and it goes a long way. But
it goes a long way.
Or another little thing that I do is like every so often, I'll hire another detailer that I never heard of before, and I'll get them to come detail my truck because I always want to learn something new and see if they're doing a process different than me that's working better, or that might help my business. You know what I'm saying? Or they got another tool that I haven't found out about that's gonna make me more efficient. So I mean, every now and then I'll do that just to see if I'm missing something, or something out there that's gonna help me. But I don't micromanage them. I don't even let them know that I'm a detailer until if I do it afterwards, because I don't want them to think, oh man, this dude's he's definitely watching me through his window. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna critique the shit out of me. But I'm watching. I'm not like out there micromanaging them because I'm watching through the window, but not obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I do. And I always, anytime I buy something, like buy a tool, man, I don't buy the cheap shit that's gonna break, man. I buy shit that's gonna last and it's gonna help me. Like me, I hate interiors, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I hate doing interiors because people are nasty, dude. You know, people they're just nasty as hell. I got this one car. It's a Ford Flex or some. Yeah, I think it was a Ford Flex. These people, man, they had a family of snails up under the back seat. They spent some currencies in a dabbling floorboard. I'm just right in the floorboard, just shelled right there. They had lip gloss all over the place. They had mud. They had dog hair. I think they had cat pee in there. Man, I'm talking about. I don't even know how they felt comfortable sitting in any seat in there. And they had kids in there. I mean, they had a little car seat in there too. They put the baby in there. I don't know how that baby didn't get sick. But I was like, man, I just hate interior. So when I buy something like I bought a steamer. That's the first thing I bought. I mean, well, obviously a vacuum, but I bought a steamer. Yeah. Then I don't know if you ever heard of a tornado gun. But if you haven't got a tornado gun, that's a good thing to get, like, especially with, I know that Toyota, usually it's Toyota interiors, they grab a hold of that dirt, man. They just like the material won't let it go. But that tornado, man, that thing will break up everything, dude.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got that, just use a damn blower, dude, or just an air compressor. But
something.
Yeah, man, I buy shit that's gonna help me out.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's always helpful, man. I got a real funny story, man. Real funny story. You just reminded me when you said that customer got snails in there. I had a customer call me, and he said, he asked me, you do detailing? Yes, I do detailing. I got squirrels in my car. I thought he said swirls, right? Like swirl moths. I thought he had swirls.
Yeah.
He said squirrels that live in a tree, right? I'm thinking I'm going over here to do this swirl removal because I told him, I said it's anywhere between $200 and $400. That's what I told him. Anywhere between, I don't know. I haven't seen it, right? Yeah. He said, okay, I'll go ahead and book you. And I went out there, right? And the car was sitting underneath a tree. I said, oh, this is going to be terrible, man. And I was looking on the outside. He's standing there looking at me, right? But he has this, like, bewildered look on his face, like, why is he looking at the outside, right? And I told him, I said, listen, it's going to be probably like $400 for me to get all of these squirrels out. He said, no, I got squirrels. There's squirrels in my car. I said, squirrels? I said, okay, listen, I can get those out too. No problem, right? And I just kind of played with him. And I told him, give me like an hour or two, right? And I have all the squirrels gone, right? And so he went inside, man. I went to my van, grabbed my stick, went in there, and just started beating on the seats. Get out of here, squirrels! Get out of here! I started looking. There was no squirrels in there, man. Right? There was no squirrels. I looked in the engine, I didn't see one squirrel, right? So I said, well, let me go ahead and hook up my man with this $400 detail. So I went ahead and did what I was supposed to do anyway, right? And just hooked it up. And he was happy at the very end, man, and we laughed about it. We laughed about it so hard. But every time I tell somebody that story, they're like, what dude doing with these squirrels? I told them to just stop parking by the tree, man, and leaving your window.
Yeah, only park by the tree. It probably down a little.
I could have easily told him. I could have easily just beat on the seats and came back in there like 5 minutes later. That's $400.
Yeah.
But That's
And
how
he
it
wasn't
works.
even
Yo,
focused on the
bro, I
12 mark.
appreciate you spending time with me today, man. I know there's a lot
No
of
problem.
detailers that's going to love the information that you shared with them. Definitely, I want to personally thank you for coming to Team Beast Mode. I'm gonna talk to you more about that later on. We definitely got more. We got something I fine-tuned the Beast Mode package. So everybody who wants to join Team Beast Mode, just definitely send me an email or hit me up on the phone number, 919-972-8063. You can call me directly. I'll tell you more about it as we go on. Other than that, just wait for the next video or so, and I'll have the commercial release where you guys will know exactly what you're getting once you join Team Beast Mode. And we got so much other things and other videos that I'm going to put out behind this radio broadcast because we want to talk about for the next few weeks, we want to talk about your winter plan. Those who are living in a colder climate, what is going to be your plan for you to get through this next winter? Because it's not just the 4 months you're dealing with winter, you're also dealing with the 4 months in fall, because you're going to have a very bad fall season. And if you're not really prepared, the fall and the winter time will definitely kill one of the average detailing businesses that's out there. So you definitely want to tune in for that. Good brother. Again, brother, could you tell them your name again?
Caleb Taylor from Roll Tide Detailing.
Roll Tide Detailing.
Let me share another tip with you. Just one more. Because I just learned it and I was amazed. But have you ever like been waxing or compounding car waxing whatever, and you didn't tape it off and you got wax, dried out wax on the black trim?
Yes.
How do you get that off?
I think I clean it, then I go behind it with like a trim, like some kind of gloss stuff or something like that. But I definitely clean it off real good, man.
I should check it out. This is what you can do. Easy.
All right.
You ever seen a kid's one of those block erasers?
Yeah.
Just a regular one of those little pink looking block
like
erasers.
The one we used to have
you can
in
use
school.
a pencil. Yeah, you can use a pencil too, but you want to be careful because it's got that metal, to hold the eraser in place. But I always get the block one. And I swear to God, man, you can just erase it. It'll come right off, dude. Like you're erasing lead pencil, dude.
All right, so if I get some wax on the trim, I can take a regular eraser. But you said a black eraser, right?
No, you can just get a regular that pink eraser, man. That
pink
square pink eraser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Erase it off.
How long does it take you to get it off?
It come right the hell off. It takes like 2 seconds, man. It just races like
man.
pencil.
I be scrubbing that joint for like I be scrubbing that joint for like at least 5 minutes when I do it my way, man.
I was amazed.
You gotta try that out, man. Definitely anybody that's online, man, you try it out, man. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments below and let me know how well that worked out for you, man. And we can go from there. Eraser.
I was amazed.
Didn't know that.
I just want to share that.
Didn't know that, bro. Didn't know that. Listen, bro, I appreciate you spending time with me, man. I'm going to give you a call right back as soon as we get off this phone, and
right.
We're going to shoot from there. Listen, I like to appreciate you calling, and for all you guys who's listening out in YouTube land, radio land, want to say thank you for tuning in. This is Prince, Beast Mode Detailing, Grind Time TV. Till next time, Grind Time. All right, bro.
All right.